taken a little trip over to Oshkosh North. We're here in their gymnasium, and we are about to interview one of our Student Athlete of the Year finalists from the Friends of OCM. His name is Jack Sitter, and he is here with his coach, Chris Kujawa, here to tell us a little bit more about yourself and why you might be one of the Friends of OCM Oshkosh Student Athletes of the Year. So, Jack, thank you so much for having us out here today. I know you have a very busy schedule with practice and exams, and so it's kind of fun to be able to come out to Oshkosh North and see us. So thanks for having us.
It's a pleasure. Thank you.
Yes, and Coach, you are Jack's coach for football.
Correct.
And how long have you known Jack?
The 4 years that he's been at North High School, and then I remember him from youth camp on occasion. He had about 3 years where he was a participant in our youth camp, and he had an older brother that played for us. So I've known him probably for a grand total of 7 years.
Wow, so no stranger to Mr. Jack here. Jack, how long have you been playing football? I mean, Coach says you started at quite a young age, and you're also a hockey player. So kind of give us a little bit of history, I guess, on your athletics.
So it all started when I was in kindergarten. My parents put me in Y football. Went through flag football, transitioned to tackle 4th, 5th grade, and then went to the Eagles. I actually quit football 8th grade year. I just wasn't feeling it at that time, and then came around freshman year and decided to join up again and loved it since. And with hockey, I started at 8 years old with the Learn to Skate program at the Y. Everything starts at the Y. So I did that and fell in love with it and kept on playing at the club sports there at the Y, moved to Neenah, Appleton, and now I'm back here in Oshkosh playing high school hockey. So.
Wonderful. So you've basically a lifelong player of both these sports. Can I ask you which one your favorite is?
Oh boy.
Or should I not ask that question?
Well,
I see Coach saying football.
It has to be football. Hockey used to be my love, but after the past 4 years, it has to be football by far. Yeah.
Awesome. And Coach Kujawa, you've worked with Jack for quite a while. What can you say about your experience with him as an athlete?
Well, you really don't find a harder working kid. He's extremely reliable. One of our captains this year, he really personifies what you look for as a coach in a program, in the fact that you've got somebody that's reliable, you can count on. He is a great representation of our school and our program. Always carries himself with the utmost class. You just don't get kids with this kind of work ethic and character. So, it's been an absolute pleasure to work with him for the last 4 years. He's one of a kind of a special young man.
Awesome. So you kind of like him then, huh?
Absolutely. If I had a daughter, I'd actually allow him to date her.
Oh,
so,
wow. They must really like him then.
I don't have any daughters, so I don't have to worry about that. But he would be on the short list of candidates.
Yeah, very, very cool. Well, you guys have a great relationship, coach-athlete relationship. But football and hockey are not the only thing that you're busy with. You are very busy outside of your athletics. In addition to all of your academics, you have a love for aircraft. Maybe you can kind of tell us where that started and where that came from.
That started when I was young as well. My parents would always take me to EA Air Venture every year. And so just being around the airplanes that whole week and hearing them fly overhead, I just fell in love with airplanes and so forth. And it wasn't until, I want to say 2 years ago, where I actually fell in love with it. And I decided to find a volunteer opportunity with EAA. And so I got my volunteer hours for different school clubs through that, and I applied with the EAA Kermit Weeks hangar. And there I work on old aircraft, such as the B-25 project that's going on right now. It's an old World War II bomber. And I'm having a blast working on that. And there's other aircraft in there. The B-17 comes in once in a while. So I'm having a lot of fun working on different airplanes and things like that. So.
That's fascinating. Wow. So that alone is a huge time commitment in addition to everything else you do. How do you manage all of your priorities and your responsibilities, I guess?
Well, it's a vast framework in my mind, but I count everything to the minute, and I prioritize homework first, well, family first, homework second, and just go through what needs to be done by the certain time periods that I have, and just go from there. And whenever I have free time, I go in, volunteer on the weekends, and get other work done along the way.
That's awesome. Keeping busy, but keeping the priorities in order is very
Exactly.
important. And Coach, would you agree that he's sounds like a pretty organized person? And I guess, how do you see that benefiting him in his future as he moves on to college?
Well, again, as you listen to him speak, it's pretty special to think of all of the things that he's involved in, and he excels at every one of them. He, is a fantastic student, 4.0. Again, is the consummate professional when you see him around the building. Someone that kids that should look up to. And when he has spare time, it's done giving back to others. So he truly understands selfless service. It's never been about Jack. It's always been about what can I do to help to make things better. And that's, whether it's the community, whether it's his school, whether it's our football program, whether it's the youth kids, you just don't get kids like this. These are 1 in 25-year people that you have in front of you.
Especially in this age group, I think it's a rare quality to find.
I would agree wholeheartedly.
Yeah, Jack, you have a love for aviation. You're currently involved in it. Do you plan to carry that on after high school and into college?
I do. My main goal in the future is to fly with the United States Air Force, and so beginning as a kid, falling in with aviation, and going through high school, volunteering at AAA, just grew my love for it, and I decided that going through the military is my best option right now.
But you still plan to go to college. You've made, we were talking about some of the applications you have out there right now, pursuing physics major. Tell us a little bit about that and
yes.
why you like physics.
I don't know how I got into physics, but it must have been through all the books my aunt gave me. I just fell in love with science and space, and realized that physics is a main part of that. So after taking Physics 1 junior year and taking Cat Physics this year, I just realized how fun it is to just crack open the books and do the problems. And
that makes one of us.
But yeah, I plan to pursue a major in physics or somewhere along the lines of aerospace engineering in college.
Wow. So I feel like we'll probably be reading your name in the newspaper someday.
Maybe.
Well, Jack, it's been a pleasure getting to know you a little bit better. And Coach, thank you so much for stepping in and giving us some great insight on this awesome guy. Best of luck to you in your last semester, I guess I could say, or quarter of high school. And we hope to hear from you very soon. So thanks, Jack.
Thank you.
Oshkosh Today was supported in part by the Friends of OCM. House of Flowers, 1920 Algoma Boulevard. And Aurora Healthcare, 855 Northwest Haven Drive. Oshkosh Today.